features minimalist forms and earthy neutral tones, as you can see from what we're wearing right now. And we have actually two main themes that you will go through later when you enter our main gallery. So the first one is neo-tradition. So it embodies the classics with new silhouettes and styling. It's deeply inspired by the city of Edinburgh in Scotland. And then the second one is neo-Nordic. It is rooted from Hygge style. So Hygge style is a Scandinavian word which means, comfort. And as you know, Uniqlo is really well known for comfortable clothing. And this neo-Nordic sub-theme embodies this concept and is also inspired by Stockholm in Sweden.
All right, there you go. Very interesting themes. Very interesting. So neo-Nordic and neo-tradition, right?
Yes.
And then, so under that, we'll discuss more about that later on. But I'm so excited how Uniqlo really used these inspirations to create the perfect everyday pieces for all of us. Because, we live in a tropical climate, right? But I'm so excited to learn how we can use these pieces, utilize these pieces for our own weather and also for traveling, right? Because this is the fall-winter collection. So we are going to use them also for travels, but also later on the sports utility wear. I'm so excited about that. Syempre, nag-hint na ako. But can you share with us the key pieces for both themes, starting with neo-tradition?
Okay, so for neo-tradition, so as I've mentioned, it's really giving a new look to the classic items. So you'll see later, like the usual items that you've been using in the past season, there are new colors, a bit of updates on the silhouette, etc. And then some of the items that you will see here are, of course, bottoms and as well as a lot of tops. And then next also is the layering. So you'll see a lot of layering in the styling because, of course, once the weather gets cool or when we also do our local travels, like even in Baguio or further north, diba, parang from Manila, so you can wear maybe one top first, and then when you get there, just throw in an outerwear, and of course that completes the look, and it's very functional.
Correct. I actually specifically like the white pants collection. I feel like I have really collected the white pants collection literally from Uniqlo. It's really versatile. Every piece is versatile. You have a use for every single piece. And I love pairing it with the bra tops. I'm actually wearing one right now. We're rocking the bra tops right now. This is new because
Yes.
it has the buttons right here. Oh my gosh, I've started collecting that in different colors as well. Ladies, if you know what I mean, diba, ma'am? It's so helpful and it's such a breath of fresh air to not have to wear a bra pa under our tops, right? So it's really good.
And I find it also easy when you're packing. Because
Right.
it's like one piece already, so you don't need to really bring another innerwear to pair with your top.
Correct. And speaking of layering, yun na nga. So we can do bra top and then the white pants. And then, as you said, we can layer it with, for me, I'm wearing a very light knit naman, na cardigan. So I'm able to be still comfortable in our weather. But as what you said kanina, if we go to Baguio in a cooler climate, then we can layer a little bit more. Perhaps this is thicker,
Yes,
no?
it's a bit thick.
It's a bit thicker, but yun na nga, you can opt to wear something a little thinner also, just to suit yourself in this kind of weather. Now, how about we talk about the next theme naman, the neo-Nordic, right?
Yes.
So what are the pieces there?
Correct. And maybe just to add also, if you like, you mentioned you really like the wide pants. Other options also for pants, we have the Miracle Air pants. So that's something also that maybe you can try on. It's more of a clean finish, but you can pair it, for example, with a crew neck shirt or even a bra top. The material is also light, and it also has actually a pair of jacket as well that you can put on. So another, layering piece, another suggested piece, aside from knit.
Perfect. So it's, again, the new tradition theme is really about layering and pairing our classics with some new silhouettes already from Uniqlo. Okay, let's get on to new Nordic naman.
Yes, so for this theme, we focus on functional but really stylish clothing that lets you seamlessly move between indoor and outdoor activities. So the pieces here are best for those who are traveling to cooler climates or will be doing outdoor activities.
Right. So, speaking of outdoor activities, I actually mentioned kanina that I went to Korea last year and it was pretty cold, as in like the negative. And I kid you not, I only had to wear one layer of the ultra warm heat tech and under my usual white pants, and I love wearing also loose clothing. And it helped me so much. Because I remember way, way, way before, we couldn't find, it's not heat tech. The general term is, what do you call this? Warmers, right? And they're so thick. And it really, parang if you wear them, kitang-kita siya under your clothes, right? Yeah, that you're actually wearing warmers. But now, because of heat tech, we're able to be comfortable. And it's really, the last thing we want is for us to have to think about our comfort whenever we're traveling, diba? So, speaking of, heat tech is really the first thing that comes up when we have a travel coming up. And then we're like, okay, what do we need? It's heat tech on top of the list, right? Am I right? Because as Filipinos, we get really, really cold really quickly and really hot really quickly at the same time. But yes, I would like to ask again, raise of hands, who loves Uniqlo Heat Tech? Come on, raise of hands. Ayon, there you go. So why don't you talk about Heat Tech more with us, really?
So later on, you'll also see there are actually different kinds, 3 kinds of heat tech. So it really depends also on the temperature of the place that you'll go to. So actually, the usual heat tech that we all know, it can be used also in the city. Sometimes in the office, it gets also really cool. And it's something that you don't need to layer because, as you've said, it's really something, a material that's already thin enough. So there are also heat tech items that are actually already ready to be worn without
As it
outer.
is,
Yes,
right.
as it is. It's not only just for inner. So that one, and then we also have the extra warm and the ultra warm. So it really depends also on where you want to go to be able to wear those types of.
Right. Actually, yeah, that's true. Because I have yung pinakamanipis na version, which is called
Yeah, it's the heat tech.
Heat Tech.
Then there's the extra warm.
And then, ayan, so there's Heat Tech and then extra warm and ultra warm. I have the Heat Tech lang, and then yeah, you can wear it on its own. Kunwari, if it's not too cold na, for example, you're in the office, and it's very classic kasi, the cut also, right? It's so basic, you can pair it with a nice pair of pants, and then you're good to go. And then if it gets a little bit more cold, then you can put on a cardigan, or, I like wearing it on its own as well. Now, aside from the heat tech technology, there's actually another technology that we're so excited to talk about, which is the puff tech technology, right?
Yes.
Would you like to share more about that?
Correct. So you'll also see here, so if you already have the heat tech, and of course if it's a much cooler, place that you are going to, we recommend using this outerwear or this jacket, which is made out of puff tech technology. So puff tech technology showcases an ultra fine hollow yarn with 3D shape. It enables better air retention for maximum warmth and comfort. So it keeps you warm without being bulky. So actually, when you also travel to cooler places, that can be a challenge. Also, if your jackets are a bit thick, of course there's limited luggage space. But with Puff Tech, it gives you that function of being able to keep you warm without being that bulky.
Right.
So that's really, really nice technology coming from you.
Correct. And I saw it actually kanina. I went upstairs already. So excited for you guys to see it. Beautiful. I'm just gonna say it right now. It's beautiful. Okay. Anyway, the puff tech na. I love the mga vests. You also have the jackets later on. Well, I'm sure we're gonna talk more about that. But what I love about puff tech technology also is that you can easily roll it up and then fit it in your luggage, as Reiny said kanina. It's not gonna take up much space in your luggage. But if you do want additional space in your luggage, tip lang, no? You can also use the yung vacuum seal. Right? Vacuum seal. But if you don't have that, don't worry. Puff Tech is really, really good for you. So I love that it's functional yet lightweight, and I love how Uniqlo really just